Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the month of March and April. This reading is a general reading, so it could apply to love, career, spirituality, really any area of your life. It may not resonate right now, it may not resonate at all, or it may resonate when you listen to it. So if you listen to it in 6 months from now, it may resonate then. Time is fluid. So your reading's very, very interesting. I'm going to try to keep it not too long because I'm getting the major thing that I'm getting out of this reading is that you have a major choice to make. There is a major decision, life changing decision. It could be in any area of your life. It could be changing your major, it could be leaving a relationship, it could be walking into a relationship, it could be ending a career, starting a career. It could literally be anything. So I'm not going to try to guess. I'm just going to speak about the energies as generally as I can. And please apply it in whatever way it may suit you. So the overall, the heart of the matter for March and April for you guys is the Two of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. So this is very much about a choice. Like you might be deciding um, I'm not going to get into that. It's a choice. I asked what about this choice is so like tell me more, and I got death. So whatever this choice is, it's major. It means you have to let go of something. It means that something will never be the same. You could be moving for all I know. Um, I'm wondering if it in some for some of you for the job. I said I wasn't going to go into themes, but I'm getting um, maybe a job's not paying you very well, and so you're maybe totally changing jobs because this job just is never going to pay you well enough, and it's making you feel trapped. But the obstacle is the lovers, and I clarified it a bunch, and yes, this could be a significant relationship that is posing a major obstacle, and uh, or it could just be a major life decision. Because the biggest thing with the lovers is that it is a major choice in life. It will have long term implications. So if you're switching majors, if you're moving a house, if you're or moving houses, if you're buying a dog, I don't know, it could be anything. It's going to change your life. And the reason it's an obstacle is because it's going to require you taking a leap of faith. It's going to require you taking a new path. Um, what I'm seeing in the recent past is a lot of sword energy. You had the Page of Swords with the Two of Swords, and what was causing it was the Ace of Swords. So I think that you found out, you got some clarity, you found out something. It may not have been to your liking. Again, I'm for a job. It could be that you found out that they were, downsizing. Um, Love relationship, you could have found out that you could have found out anything. They were cheating, they were drinking, they were doing something, or hiding something from you. Maybe it could be gambling. I don't know. It could be anything because it put you at an impasse with the Two of Swords. It put you at a stalemate. Like whatever this truth was, whatever you discovered or got told in the past, put you at this place where you were like, oh, it's like I don't want to deal with this right now. I know I have to, but I'm not going to do it now, and I'm going to put it on the back burner. But now you're coming into this energy where it's like you have to pick. Keep in mind we're in a retrograde, so if you can try to postpone picking until the end of April, I encourage it. The basis of the situation is the Page of Pentacles. It was caused by the Ace of Wands. Oh, I quickly have to say there were 3 pages in this reading. So this can talk about dealing with immature energies or just, younger energies, children, um, stuff like that. Immature doesn't necessarily mean they're like childish immature. It could just mean immature in the sense of um, these people that you're dealing with have a lot of growing to do. So the way they deliver these messages or the way that you're delivering them may not um, be received very well. So the Page of Pentacles to me is always, it can be about curiosity, it can be about learning something new, it could be about school. That's what the learning something new. And the Ace or Eight of Wands is telling me that definitely this is about communication. So you're either getting communication or you're either communicating. Now, I got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress clarifying. So I got this for someone else. I forget who it was, but when I see the Ace of Cups and the Empress together, my mind goes to pregnancy. So this could be the big decision. Do I want this baby? Right? If you're am I doing Cancer? Yeah, I am. If you're a Cancer male, it could be do I want to commit to this person who's having my baby? For a female, it could be do I want this baby? It could also be a creative baby for those who this has nothing to do with a baby. But I feel like the way you got this message, whatever this message is, it with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords doesn't always have to be so evil. Like it can be, for me, it can be feeling like you hit rock bottom because it's shocking. But I've also gotten it when I was able to put a lot of my negative thinking or the things that promoted negative thinking to rest. So it doesn't have to be negative for everyone. And with the Ace of Cups and the Empress, whatever this message is, although it may sting at first or it may knock you out, like, oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups and the Empress are telling me, there's something new here. So honestly, if this isn't a baby for someone, I will be surprised because I don't know, it looks like it could be that. I'm getting a lot of cards that talk about pregnancy in this reading. And that would be a major life choice. In your crowning thoughts, you have the Page of Cups with the Three of Cups, caused by the Four of Cups. So a lot of emotion, right? A lot of emotion here. I think you're trying to figure out what's going to make me happy. Yeah, whatever this life changes, this crossroad, it's promoted new feelings in you, and you're really trying to figure out what is going to make me feel happy. The environment is, again, this is what made me think of pregnancy, is Temperance and the Hanging Man. And I've heard in several cases, obviously depending on the surrounding cards, that Temperance can talk about, two things mixing together, making a baby, and the Hangman can talk about literally the baby hanging in the womb. Now, this is, of course, is not for everyone, but the environment could be that, you find out you're pregnant. That's what's in the environment, and you are like, do I want this? Oh my gosh, For others, it could be whatever this decision is. All this is saying is that you're not ready to make this decision. You need time. The Temperance is all about balancing our emotions, and the Hangman is trying to see it from a different perspective. So maybe whatever this decision is, you're really looking at it from all angles before you make a decision, which is honestly the best thing to do in general, but especially with Pisces in Mercury retrograde. Mercury's retrograde right now in Pisces. And so I really urge everyone to, if you can, of course, life comes up. If you can postpone any major decisions, if it's like whether to try a new type of bread, yeah, you can risk that. If it's to literally switch your life around, if you can postpone it, try to. Especially when it comes to contracts and stuff. Now, your hopes or fears, you had the Four of Wands with the Knight of Wands, and it was caused by the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you, right away, you are either hoping or fearing about moving. Maybe you're hoping to be moved. You want to move. Maybe what this major decision is purchasing a house, and you're hoping to move. But for some of you, you might be fearing a move. And especially on that the baby theme, it's like if you have a one bedroom apartment, that might not be good enough. And as a fear with that Four of Pentacles there, it could be that money's a problem. You got to move, you don't have the money, or you don't want to spend the money. For others, it's just about stability. You don't want any change. You're hoping for stability, and you're fearing that you might not get it. And again, in whatever area this may be applying to you. And then your outcome around the end of April, or, time is fluid, so whenever, it was the Seven of Cups caused by the Four of Swords. So I actually like this energy for you, given it's a retrograde, because this is saying that you're not going to be able, I'm obviously everyone's different. It's not going to apply to everyone, but for the cancers that do resonate with this, I'm seeing that you're either not going to be able to make a decision because you have so many options and you really need to think about it, and or this is advising you to really take a look at your options and think about it, because you may make a choice that you may later regret. Not maybe about a baby, but about moving, about switching your, maybe you're switching your major in university. There's something big. I really hope whoever resonates with this, you please email me, because something is big. There's some life-changing thing happening for someone out there. Your advice, your overall advice was saying, first I got the Six of Cups. And I was like, I don't really like the Six of Cups as advice. So I asked for another card. I was like, I need some more clarity on this. And I got the Queen of Wands. So sometimes when I see the Six of Cups, it's about, well, definitely he talks about nostalgia. But as advice, I think it's more telling you about just, it's almost like reassurance that everything's going to be all right. Like you're going to find that warmth. You're going to find a comfortable spot. You're going to find a comfortable place in life, and to trust. And with the Queen of Wands, clarifying that, she's to me telling you to be confident. So whatever this change is, when you're ready to make it, do it with confidence and do it with reassurance that things are going to work out. They're going to work out. I don't see either of these cards as negative. When it comes to your oracles, I had to pick I picked two, because the first one really confused me because I usually see it in only one perspective, but in this reading, I'm getting it in a little bit of a different perspective maybe. So you had orphaned, and I was like, well, I often get this when someone's been rejected. Like it literally comes up, and I don't see that this reading's not showing me that. This reading's showing me that you have to make a choice. And so I wanted to know why orphan came up, and I got the Five of Swords. So it makes me wonder if this big decision you have to make is because someone wronged you in some way. For someone, that definitely applies. Someone wronged you in some way. That's what that clarity was in the past. Maybe they want forgiveness and you don't know if you can do that. And if this is a spouse or a partner or a friend, that would be a major decision, because you are really like, can I get over this? Do I want to get over this? It could definitely be that. And for others, this is that whatever this changes, it's so, like I said, it's a major life change, because orphaned can talk about definitely a sense of loss or like an identity crisis, but also maybe feeling like you don't fit in or you don't belong, and just uncertainty about your place. And so I really like that your advice was just to, you're being reassured that everything's going to work out and you are going to find that comfortable place again, because this card is saying whatever this choice is, it might make you feel orphaned. This card also talks about, us humans were meant to have these connections with families, with societies, with our culture. And in order for you to be true to your core truths and values, you might need to let go of something. This could be someone retiring. I know when my mother retired, she went through a bit of an identity crisis. I wouldn't say crisis, but because it had been a part of her world, her life for so long. And if someone's at that age where they're retiring, or maybe they're not even at that age, maybe this person's military and they're just deciding to get out, it can feel like a loss. Or maybe that you're letting others down, maybe you've been a part of whatever you're a part of, whatever this is, for so long, and that you're finally breaking free. Maybe you're in a toxic family dynamic and you are like, I can't be attached to my family anymore. Like, I need to get out of this situation. Maybe you're 19 and you have, narcissistic parents. It could literally be applied in so many different ways here. But if you need to let go of something, you are being reassured that you are going to be just fine. It also talks about, as we evolve and grow, and more than anything, commit to our own growth, that sometimes we need to let go of something, or sometimes people will disappoint us and we have to let them go. And you might be in a different stage of growth than another group of people or another person. And it can, I've kind of been through that myself, where a group of friends just, we weren't on the same page anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. It got toxic. And looking back, I did maybe feel a bit orphaned or left out, but it worked out so much better for me. So, if this is a group of friends that you're realizing aren't friends, they're too much work, don't hold on to them. No relationship should be a lot of work, like, ever, in my opinion. So I did pull another card just because I felt like it. And you guys had Yang, and it is upright. And Yang is all about, it is the masculine principle of movement. It's very creative, and it's about the power to make things happen and taking action. So this is saying, like, if you're ready to go, it's, keep in mind the retrograde, this is till the end of April, that you're being supported to go and do what you need to do and create the life that you want. And if that life doesn't involve toxic people, or you don't want it to, it doesn't need to. Toxic person, toxic people. So, yeah, I'm seeing this reading literally could go, like, usually when I see readings, I see like a theme or two, but one sticks out stronger. I literally can't pinpoint what area of life this is for whoever. All I can see is it's a major decision, and that it may feel like a loss to you, but it's not. It is not a loss. So whatever you're being asked to let go of, and I think that you are the one making the choice. In this reading, I'm not seeing that someone else is making the choice for you. So, yeah, just trust, Cancer, trust. Yeah, please feel free to email me if this reading resonated in a particular way. I'd be really curious to hear. So I do hope that this was helpful for at least one person. And please like, share, and subscribe if you resonated. Thank you for listening.